Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Aquarius is the last reading I will do for you, my friends, for 2023. And I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at each of you carefully, closely, so you may feel seen, so it may give you perspective on who you are as you exit 2023. So how I'm going to do that, Aquarius, I'm going to start with the Puppy Oracle deck, and then I'm going to go into my Modern Spellcasters Tarot. And I'm going to really get right under your skin. I said that. Maybe I am. I know some people I do, but I know it is what it is, you know? All right. Let's see. Let's take a close look at my Aquarians, my Aquabeds. Okay, Aquarius, I took a few extra seconds there. It's been almost a week, actually, since I've done a tarot reading on YouTube because I took some time off. There's stuff been on my channel, but it was all pre-recorded over the holidays. So I just wanted to give myself some time to sit in the cards and sit in the energy, really start to understand you, because there's an interesting energy here. Okay, who you are and how the world kind of perceives you, or the mask that you wear if you are trying to mask in some way, are so similar. It's crazy, but yet it's similar on the surface, but when I look at it more deeply with the tarot, it is different. Okay, so who you really are is your rest. So you could be resting, you could be catching up on your rest, you could be catching up on your sleep. Yeah, okay. And then, but contentment. Rest and contentment. I'm trying to see, this is where the nuance is. What is the real difference here between resting? I mean, content, you could be in a chaotic environment or situation, but you're just, I'm contending with it. I'm just kind of being content. I'm taking my deep breaths. I'm counting to 10 when I need to, which I guess is not necessarily like rest. So people might think that maybe you're in a situation that might be, you have to work to find contentment here. I'm okay with the past. I don't know what my future is, but I'm just good with what's here right now. Or, maybe you were hoping that one of your family members was going to give you a crystal ball for Christmas, but instead you got, I don't know, something less than that. You're like, it's okay. I can work with that, right? I'll be content with that. So I guess they're not really. So I guess, it's kind of funny as I talk this stuff out, I kind of work it for myself there. So people see you content. Content with what? Now, this is what's really interesting. The Nine of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Hierophant. I'm kind of thinking some people might think that you're content with being on your own and just letting, there's the Nine of Pentacles is a sense of one's own sovereignty, not responsible to anyone else, looking after myself, that kind of energy. But then to rebirth into the Hierophant, this is having commitments of some type, some serious commitments. So content. People could be observing you to be quite content in the state that you're in, the relationship that you have with others, which looks like to me it could be kind of on your own with the Nine of Pentacles, at least people perceiving that. And just to let things happen on their own. I feel like rebirth Hierophant. It's almost like, well, you know, if anything comes my way, oh, that's good. Or if not, you know, like, because content is coming in with this. Like, well, yeah, it's okay. I don't know. You really, like, it's kind of a funny energy that I'm picking up, how people perceive you, which is, you know, just, you know, whatever. But, but who you are. Now look at this. Like, you have rest, Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. I kind of think so. This, at first on the surface, this looked like, to me, like it's kind of like mother and child, right? But then as I looked at it more and I thought, I'm not really getting that. I'm feeling like there's something here with something that you love. It could be a child, like it could be a child. And as I think maybe it's this Page of Swords that's making me feel like the rest and the contentment aren't that far from each other. Like how people are perceiving you, because the Page of Swords is observing to me. And you have that, you've got an observation card here too. I think that you are to some degree here content, but more than anything, like, right, because I feel like people perceive what they observe. And what they observe is what we're showing them, whether we're showing them intentionally or unintentionally. And I feel like there isn't a huge difference in terms of how people perceive you and how you truly are, which, you know, it's good. You're not necessarily masking anything intentionally here. But I feel like what I want to say is rest is like a break, like taking a break. Are you taking a break from it could even be some sort of new project. This could be someone younger than you, observing someone, watching over someone. Are you taking a break? But this is something that you love, someone that you love. I feel like some of you are taking a break from watching over or watching someone that you love or something that you love. This Page of Pentacles could be like a child. It could be like at the beginnings of a project too. She could be taking a break from something. Maybe you're showing up to other people like you're content with taking this break. So now to really understand why do you hide your true self? Which doesn't feel like there's a lot of yourself that you're hiding, but there is something. So enthusiasm came out. I thought, well, that's interesting. But then you get serious Aquarian energy. You get the Fool. Well, actually, I shouldn't say. Then you get the Tower, which is Aries and Scorpio energy. So you get the Fool, the Tower, and the Knight of Pentacles. There's something in that looks like, it's funny because I think this card came out at some other point when I was doing the readings for you guys leading up to the end of 2023. And it was like someone curbing their enthusiasm. And, you know, maybe that could look like contentment. I'm getting that here because this is very enthusiastic, right? Like this is, I'm going to take a whole new approach here. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to knock everything down. I'm going to disrupt the system, whatever the system is. Well, now I'm going to be really careful. I'm going to consider each step that I take. I'm going to have a long-term plan here. You know, like, I don't know if it's curbing enthusiasm, but it's redirecting enthusiasm. That's why you hide your true self. If you are in some way. And I think I don't know that you are. I think it's just impressions. Like, honestly, the difference between taking a break from something and just being content with the status quo or your status quo. But honestly, I don't know. So I'm wondering if typically you would be someone who would be quite enthusiastic in there, breaking it all down. And now it's like, no, you know what? I'm going to redirect. This isn't curbing enthusiasm. This is redirecting enthusiasm. I'm going to redirect, reformulate, reassign my enthusiasm in a very logical approach way here, you know? Okay. Now this is where it gets interesting. How is all of this energy, like that I'm seeing on the table, how is this affecting your relationships? Well, the relationship that's here to be talked about is family. So family, now look at the cards that come out here. You have the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the World. This is either, I want to say, there's two ways I'm going to read this. This is either someone who has been trying to manage, deal with for a very long time. Could even be family wounding here. Does it have to get the 10 of Cups with family? Like it's almost like it's even just kind of like really clarifying the family card. Because it's like a family unit. You could say the 10 of Cups. It's emotional fulfillment with others. But one of the other ways of looking at it is like a family dynamic and emotional attachment that we have with other people that we build on. But this 9 of Wands is either not wanting to build on that, and there's some kind of wounding associated with it, bringing an end to all that. There's a wound here. There's some type of a family wound here that's coming to a conclusion. And it's weird because it honestly, it feels like a really big, like, cycle to be closing off. Yet your energy looks almost laid back as this approaches. So, you know, it got me kind of curious as a reader, like, where's that coming from? Is it even something that you did at some point and now you're following through with a more long-term plan? I don't know. But this little area, believe me, I'm going to clarify this because how this affects your relationships, it affects them in a really big way. I mean, we're talking about family here, doubly. Happy family. I don't know. Maybe there's even some type of a wound here. Maybe it's a wound that you've even tried to understand about yourself. I don't know. Or it's associated to family. But there's a conclusion here. I mean, that's the part that feels really, really good. If there's been some kind of disagreement, this feels like a long-term or a long-running issue in family. It's concluding that. Like permanently. I mean, that's it. With the World card, it should be. I don't read reversals, but that's also why I clarify. I just, you know, you guys, if you know me, I just feel better that the World is at the bottom. Because the World can come out in reverse, and that's kind of like unfinished business. I'm just a bit of a messy person, so I don't always have faith in that a reverse is a reverse. I do it anyways. So, advice for you is to concentrate on what? I'll tell you. You got the 2 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Hanged Man. It's a little bit like taking a step back. There's that observing card again. Page of Swords. The Page of Swords observes, but I feel like the Page of Swords observes to kind of learn. There's something I need to learn here. There's something I don't know about. You're taking a rest from that. But now this is like honestly trying to understand, to me, with concentrate, is what are you observing? So is it getting back to observing something? Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This is reciprocation. Is there something you've reciprocated? Something you should reciprocate? And then kind of move in a jolly way here and just see what happens. See how others react. Give people space to show up. It's a very interesting reading. The outcome, the possible outcome, okay, is interesting. So it's please yourself, okay? So it could be like taking some sort of action that makes you happy to take this action. You don't give a shit what other people think you're going to do. So there's something will result that makes you happy. And then you get the Lovers, you get the Knight of Wands, and you get the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is making a choice beyond something that is like, you might be making a choice that is unexpected. I'm saying it because you have the Lovers here. So there's some sort of choice that you can make in the future that this is what drives you. This is what you want to do. You know, I mean, you could look at like the Knight of Wands is like kind of like a self-serving type of energy. It's taking actions on what I want to do. It's doing that. Please yourself. The King of Pentacles. Is the King of Pentacles, is this an energy that you take on? Something that you might do for your own finances? Yeah. It's interesting because this reading has left me with a lot of questions. Like a lot of questions. The underline is uncertainty. Yeah, I'd go with that. Yeah, uncertainty. But it's also, which is interesting, because we're talking about, is there family wounding here? I don't know. The Devil, the Eight of Swords, and then the Sun. It's moving beyond something unhealthy here, isn't it? Moving beyond something unhealthy and being able to see something perhaps that you could not see before. And then there's the Sun. And it might be something that, I don't know, maybe some of you, I don't know, we're coming off the Christmas season. Maybe some of you have been through something with family here and you're like, oh, I'm so freaking done. Like I am done like dinner. Put a fork in me and call it a day. No. And there might be something here like for you that you have not been able to see because of that. And this dynamic is, but I'm really curious to clarify this reading. Aquarius. Okay. First of all, can we clarify the World card and how this is affecting Aquarius's relationships? Temperance and the Three of Swords. All right, the Nine of Wands. Everything is landing over here on the Two of Cups. The Seven of Cups is with the Nine of Wands. This might be like about how someone feels. This is a family situation. The Ten of Cups. Every single freaking thing is landing on the advice over here. The Two of Wands and family. You know what's interesting? Okay, I'll get to that in a second. What is this card that's poking me? The Hanged Man. The Queen of Pentacles. You know what's really interesting? These are all like these yellow labs or white labs or whatever they're called. But so are these. Like who you are and how you're perceived. And there's all the, are you like one of the puppies? Is there something going on between your mom and your dad? I don't know, because now you have the Queen of Pentacles here. Either something going on between like your mom and your dad, or mother or father figures in your life, or understanding relationships. There's been I want to say there's been some type of confusion. There's been some type of long-term confusion about feelings. I don't know, like maybe this is complicated family situation, and maybe you're like, look at this, the Hanged Man with the Queen of Pentacles, observing. But now the King of Pentacles is down there. It's like you do. The King of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. The Knight of Wands. The High Priestess. The Lovers. Ow. The Lovers. The Six of Cups. You know, there's something about this reading that for me feels like understanding some sort of dynamic in your family that you didn't understand before. This could be connecting some sort of like ancestral wound here. Not knowing why somebody has reacted or behaved in a certain way in your family, and then understanding. I feel like there's some type of understanding in these cards here for you about a family dynamic. And it could be grandparents, it could be parents. Like if you didn't know why is it that whenever, let's say, Dad carves the turkey, he always makes like a jab at me about what a turkey you are too, or so. Like, I don't know. It's almost, there's something here like that. Like, why? But because you're closing something off here, with Temperance and the Three of Swords, is this some type of wound that you've been waiting to heal? Not waiting for it anymore? Maybe this is even someone like in your family that you would like to have a deeper conversation with. Page of Wands is not here though. It's almost like all this watching. Where are you taking a rest from? I mean, injecting any love into something. The Four of Wands. The Queen of Cups. The Six of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Wow, this is, okay. The Page of Pentacles. The Hierophant. The Page of Swords. The Emperor and the King of Wands. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Now I see who you are. You are somebody who's taken a step back here. You've decided that you're not going to show how you feel. And I want to say it could be well, not could. This is definitely in some sort of a family dynamic relationship here. And I want to say is you're looking to see if somebody shows up. Does somebody show up and like, I don't know. It's just, are you going to be a man? Who's going to be the man here? And it could be like, you could be a man or a woman. It is just like, who's going to be the one who really is got the balls here to do something. I don't know. Whatever that is to do, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it is. It just feels like that. I'm going to see who's showing up here who's got the balls to do something. I'm going to take a step back. It looks like it's not easy to do this because with the Queen of Cups, with the 6 of Swords into the 9 of Swords, it's like, I'm not going to show how I feel. I'm going to move away from how I feel. I'm going to get into my own freaking head about it. And I'm going to see who's got the balls to show up. Interesting. So I can see, now I see how this shows up as contentment, because this is, honestly, those clarifiers are showing taking a step back. Who's going to be the real leader here? Who's got the cojones to be the leader, right? I'm going to watch. I'm going to see who the fuck. And so you're content. Contentment. Well, that's what people see. But are you? I don't know. It could be a little bit strategic. The Death card. You're not perceived as someone who is, you think someone else should be breathing life back into something if life should be breathed back into something. Some of you, this could, like, the fact that Hierophant came out with the Page of Pentacles. I mean, this honestly could be some sort of relationship dynamic that has to do with a child, right? Because then we get the Death card goes into the Hierophant. So the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. I really honestly want to say that, like, who you kind of really are right now is not very different from how people are perceiving you. It might be like, okay, because this is some of you too. It could be maybe you've been in relationship dynamics where, I don't know. Maybe you've always had to be the leader, because this is really interesting. Or you've had to be the initiator. Look at this is an initiating energy. This is like, I'm getting in there. I'm gonna fuck shit up. But look, you're taking a rest from that, and you're not. I want to say giving your emotions to anyone, or I don't know, maybe in a certain dynamic here. Right? That's initiator. So in some ways, I want to say that this is someone who's gone into a more receptive energy. But this receptive energy is not complacent. It's content. It is a content energy. But it's also like, oh, who has, wow, this is very initiator. This is like, look at how dynamic this is. This is you watching for what? This is extremely active energy. Someone to take some kind of action here. Somebody to show some type of friggin' leadership. I don't know. It's gonna be like, no. I love you. Say hi. Bye-bye. Mwah. God, you're getting a bit of a belly, mister. Yeah. Okay, bye. I love you, Larry. Sorry, we're in it. So, and then this, look at how this is just like, well, we'll see what happens. With the Wheel of Fortune? No, we'll just see. We'll just see. Yeah, so that's also interesting. Well, maybe, because this is the Empress in waiting, the 9 of Pentacles. And then there's the Empress. Could be around relationships. It could be, you could be in a relationship right now, and you're feeling like, I'm the one who has to be the leader all the time in this. I'm the one who always has to make the executive decision. I'm the blah, blah, blah. You know what? Yeah. I'm content with whatever the fuck happens right now. I feel like you could be. But it's not because you're content necessarily with where you find yourself. But I want to say, like, right, because there's the difference. There is a contentment. But it's not necessarily, well, I'm content with, you know, my position in life or whatever. I want to say you're content with something if you're not seeing, I don't know. I mean, this is like, well, what are you seeing? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing a true balance? A true balance. With the Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Hanged Man. This is an equal balance, right? Advice for you. Well, is to observe, is to say, you know what? The freaking advice for you, honestly, Aquarius, feels a little bit like it is, honestly, to do whatever you're doing. But to take it to a level up. Because the Page of Swords is just like, it's minor arcana, it's a court card compared to the Hanged Man, which is really getting a good perspective about what's going on around them. This is kind of like you're not necessarily learning, but you're knowing. The Page to me is learning, and then this is knowing. You see what's going on and you know. And you might be sacrificing your time and effort here by doing that. But yeah, that's interesting. So, okay, the Hierophant. You already have the Death card there twice. The freaking Devil. Devil. This looks like someone who's not making an effort. This is someone who's not making an effort. You are not making an effort, perhaps towards relationships, perhaps towards some sort of dynamic already existing in a family dynamic, or a situation, a family dynamic. I think that would make more sense. And yeah, the Death card. The Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. There's that Nine of Pentacles again. It's all sitting there. How you're perceived. There's definitely the energy here of someone who's kind of let the universe take the reins. Well, if it's going to be, it's going to be. If it's not going to be, it's not going to be. And until then, I'll keep an eye out for exactly what I know what would be. So it kind of reminds me, it's kind of funny. I almost said at one point, this card was bringing in this Capricorn energy. Possible outcome if you follow the advice. And Capricorn was, it's been a while now. What was that? Something like that. Okay, enthusiasm. Why you hide your true self? Well, oh, Justice. The Fool. The King of Cups. Oh, is this the new approach? Oh, is this what that is? Maybe you were very expressive in the past. The Tower. The Ace of Swords, the Page of Swords. Oh, by holding yourself back, do you start to see things and understand them? This is what who you really are. You're understanding something. You're understanding something in a dynamic here. And the Tower is, I feel like you understand it. You have some sort of truth here for yourself. And now you kind of like, did you do something? Did you do something to try to understand? I don't know. Did you inject some type of energy or, I don't know, say something? Almost like to force someone. It almost reminds me like playing euchre. And you're sitting there, you're getting towards the end of the game. Or it could even be at the beginning of the game. And you're thinking, I have a feeling somebody's holding a big trump card. Or you may have an idea who it is. And you want it to come out. Because you want to force it out so that you know what you're playing with here. And I feel like that happened. It's like, you did have the Jack of Diamonds. I knew it. Okay, because now, it's almost like now you can move forward with your plan. Now, Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The freaking Tower. It's whatever you learned here. whatever you understand. The Emperor and the King of Wands is the thing you've been trying to understand. And now you understand. And now you can move forward. Or the Tower was all about trying to understand something. Is this you've completed a long plan here? All right, advice. Concentrate. Concentrate. That's what I need to do in this reading. It's really the Four of Swords. Concentrate on healing. There you go. All right. Should have gone there right away. Concentrate on healing. And then you get the Two of Cups. The Knight of Cups. And the Lovers. What is this? The Knight of Cups. The Eight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. This could be trying to heal a relationship between, I want to say like two adults to be able to get to a child. And if it's not that for you, this is healing something on sort of like an adult level to be able to release the inner child. The Hanged Man. The Nine of Cups, to see your wish come true. Concentrate on healing a relationship between two people that allows, there's something going on here with a family dynamic and a child. If this is a partner, like a past partner, it honestly, like it feels like, okay, there's honestly the best way to describe what I see here on the table is if someone that, let's say you were separated from, a baby mama, a baby daddy, or what, like anything like that. And, there's like a really difficult energy between the two of you. And because of that, it's making it like look at this. It's like trying to get, is it trying to get some love to a child or trying to connect? Because this Eight of Swords, it's blocking it. It's blocked. But if you heal this, which all feels very adulty to me, particularly like bringing in the Lovers. I don't know, the two. See, the Lovers though is also Gemini. It could be about siblings. There's a family all over the table here. Family all over the table here. And this is almost like to actually, you will see your dream or your wish. Maybe it's looking at something differently, a different perspective. You've seen and learned something here with the Page of Swords. That's who you are. You're taking a break from, you could be taking a break from a relationship even. There could be, there's so many different ways this is coming through. You could be taking a break from a relationship. And in doing that, you gave someone or people room to kind of behave on their own. And what have you seen about this Emperor and the King of Wands? What is it that you've seen about this Emperor or that you're watching for? Because it's almost like the Hangman is saying, you'll actually see, if you have a different perspective here, you'll actually see that this is a like a wish fulfillment. The Eight of Pentacles. See the work that someone is doing. I mean, this could be positive or negative work, but whatever it is, you're the one who's being guided to heal something here. To heal a relationship. The other way that this is coming through, and I don't understand how it would be, like what the situation of the scenario would be with this, is it like heal a relationship between two adults where a child came in between, or a child prevented something from being seen. I mean, it could even be you. You could be in a dynamic. You could have stepkids around. This is so complicated. I feel like these readings leading up to Christmas and just after are very complicated family dynamic energies. Very complicated. Yeah. Now, please yourself. Do that. That is the outcome. What makes you happy? That's the possible outcome. The moon. It's almost like if you don't know, do what makes you happy. So maybe there's even some sort of a decision that you're trying to come to based on someone's actions around you, either casually observing someone or observing them like right up front. And maybe you haven't received an answer or clarity on this. Maybe that's the clarity, is that you don't know. Oh, because if you do something here, you'll do something that you may not know the outcome. But that's going to get you, it feels like it gives you power to move forward in whatever way you would like. My word, Aquarius, the 5 of Cups at the bottom. This felt like a lot of energy to read after being off for a few days. But anyways, all right, I'm going to go do the extended, Aquarius. In the extended, I'm going to ask what your deeper self would tell you about the mask that you wear. And that's kind of like, well, I mean, you're this contentment with the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, anyways. And then how you can release your true potential, your full potential. How can you release your full potential? Aquarius, that's what I'm going to ask. And extended, thank you so much, guys. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.